They found him at 2:14 a.m. Councilman Peter Vance. 14 counts of embezzlement. 6 dead in a housing project he condemned for bribes. The courts cleared him. Missing chain of custody on the financial records. His lawyers walked him out the front door, smiling for the cameras. Technicality. I don't do technicalities. Pinned to his chest, every document the DA couldn't subpoena. Bank records from the Caymans, shell companies tracing back to his brother-in-law, the inspection reports he buried, and 6 photographs, the faces of the dead. The paramedics work quickly. They always do when it's someone important. Red lights painting the wet pavement, sirens cutting through the rain. He'll live. The dose was measured, precise, just enough to keep him still while I worked. His career won't. By morning, every news outlet in the city will have copies. The mayor is already fielding calls. Peter Vance, number 17. The city is a little cleaner tonight, but there's always more work to do. 12 hours earlier. Crystal chandeliers, champagne flutes, the clink of glasses and polished laughter echoing off marble. 300 guests in a room that cost more to rent than most of them pay their assistants in a year. The Ashford Foundation for Victims' Rights. My wife's dream. My hunting ground. Marcus, wonderful turnout. Elena would be so proud. Everyone says her name like they knew her, like they understood what she wanted. They didn't. She saw through flattery the way a surgeon sees through skin. Elena. She'd have seen through every smile in this room. She'd have known which handshakes hid bribes, which compliments were reconnaissance. She'd hate this, every gilded second of it. But she'd understand why I'm here. I smile, I shake hands. I accept checks from men whose money I should be investigating. Councilmen, developers, a port commissioner with a yacht he can't explain. Men with shell companies and offshore accounts. They write generous donations. I write their names in a notebook, next to their crimes, next to their victims, next to the dates I'll come for them. 3 years now, isn't it? You're so brave. They pat my shoulder with manicured hands. Poor widower, so noble, so broken. They have no idea what they're funding. If they knew what I did with their money. Every dollar funds the very investigations they think they've bought their way out of. Poetic, really. Elena would have laughed at that. After the donors leave, the real work begins. The office goes quiet. Just the rain against the window, the hum of the computer, the soft tick of the clock Elena gave me. I loosen my tie, shed the armor. The smile I wore for 3 hours finally dies. Case files, police reports, court transcripts. Everything the system failed to act on. 23 folders on my desk. 23 failures of justice. 23 reasons I do what I do. Tonight's target, Raymond Okonkwo, runs a trafficking pipeline through the port. Nigerian-born, American-educated. Connections to Port Authority, Customs, local PD. 17 girls missing. Ages 14 to 22. Families who stopped calling the hotlines because no one ever called back. The FBI has him under surveillance. 2 years of surveillance. 2 years of watching girls disappear. 2 years of building a case they'll never bring. Procedure, jurisdiction, diplomacy. They call it a long-term investigation. I call it cowardice. Elena used to say the law was slow because it had to be careful. She believed that, right until it got her killed. The old Ashmore Courthouse. Condemned in 2019, I bought it through 3 shell companies. Built in 1891, copper dome, marble columns, a temple to the law. The marble still echoes, still remembers the weight of verdicts. Now it's mine. The city wanted to tear it down, sell the land to developers, another glass tower for people who'll never set foot in a courtroom. I made sure that didn't happen. Elena used to say, every building has a soul. This one's been waiting in the dark, waiting for someone to remember what justice used to mean. The gear is simple. Black tactical. Nothing military, I'm not playing soldier. Kevlar vest, rated for small arms. Utility belt. Zip ties, industrial grade. The mask covers everything but my eyes. Let them see my eyes. The baton, weighted head shaped like a gavel, custom made by a machinist who didn't ask questions. The irony isn't lost on me. Summons cards, 50 in a stack, each one hand-printed on cardstock. I go through 10 a month. Elena used to joke that I'd turn anything into a courtroom. She wasn't wrong. The port. Ashmore's open wound. 40 years ago, this was the heart of the city. Ships from everywhere. Jobs for everyone. Now it's a graveyard of rusted containers and broken promises, and a highway for human cargo. My father worked these docks for 12 years before he made detective. He used to say you could smell the city's future in the salt air. Now the only thing you smell is diesel and desperation. Okonkwo operates out of Warehouse 14, third one from the water. FBI knows. Coast Guard knows. Harbor Police definitely know. Half of them are on his payroll. 2 years of surveillance. 2 years of warrants that never come. Meanwhile, the containers keep moving. 2 guards at the eastern entrance, armed, ex-military judging by their posture. 3 more inside, rotating every 4 hours, plus Okonkwo himself. 6 against 1. I've had worse odds in court. The rain is picking up. Good. Covers sound. Limits visibility. Washes away evidence. I wait for the shift change. Watch the guards get sloppy. Comfortable. The one on the left keeps checking his phone. The other one's been smoking the same cigarette for 10 minutes. Comfort kills. 12 minutes until the next patrol. More than enough time. I move through the shadows between containers, silent, patient. Tonight, court is in session. First guard never saw me. Eastern entrance, shadow work. He went down quiet, zip tie, gag. He'll wake up with a headache and a story no one will believe. Second guard turned. He reached for his radio. Bad choice. The baton took care of that. 2 down, 4 to go. Inside. The warehouse smells like rust and fear. Fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, half of them dead. Shipping containers converted to cells. Padlocks on the outside. 17 girls. That's what the file said. 17 daughters, sisters, someone's whole world locked in a metal box. I cut the first lock. The door swings open, eyes in the dark, terrifying. They've learned to fear the men who open these doors. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm here to take you home. She doesn't believe me. Not yet. But she will. 16 more containers. 16 more doors to open. And somewhere in this building, Okonkwo is waiting. Raymond Okonkwo. I found him in the back office, counting money while girls screamed in metal boxes 30 feet away. He went for the desk drawer. They always go for the desk drawer. I broke his wrist before he got it open. Now he's zip-tied to his own chair, and he's going to tell me everything. I know exactly who you work for. He tries to lie. They always try to lie. Tell me about the quorum. His face changes. Fear of me, replaced by something deeper. Fear of them. He calls them product. 17 girls. Product. He'll wake up outside the FBI field office, gift-wrapped, with 2 years of evidence the Bureau couldn't get with warrants and wiretaps. The quorum. Second time this month. Someone's paying these people, protecting them, moving them like pieces on a board I can't see. Someone I haven't found yet. But I will. Her name is Nadia Reyes. Journalism student at City College. Foundation intern. 3 months now. She works harder than anyone I've hired. Stays late reviewing case files. Asks questions that cut straight to bone. Elena would have loved her. She's standing in my doorway. 11 p.m. Everyone else went home hours ago. There's something in her eyes. Recognition. I saw you, Mr. Ashford, at the gala. You disappeared for 3 hours. I set down my pen. Donor meetings run long, Nadia. You know how it is. She doesn't blink. 23 years old, and she stares at me like a prosecutor. The same night the magistrate hit the port. The same night 17 girls were freed. Vigilantism isn't justice, Nadia. She tilts her head. I didn't say it was. I said it was interesting. She's right, and she knows she's right. That's the dangerous part. You have an interesting theory. Keep it interesting. Theories stay safe. She holds my gaze for 3 long seconds. Then she nods. Good night, Mr. Ashford. I watch her leave. She sees patterns. It's what makes her brilliant. She'll keep pulling threads, following trails, asking questions no one else thinks to ask. Eventually, she'll pull the right one. The question is, what happens then? To her. And to me. The door clicked shut. I'm alone again. The office feels different now. Smaller. Walls closing in. My phone buzzes. Unknown number. I know better than to answer calls from the dark, but I answer anyway. Silence on the line. Then breathing. Slow. Measured. Patient. Mr. Ashford. A voice like gravel wrapped in silk. Congratulations on your port operation. Very impressive. I don't know what you're talking about. Low, cold laughter. Of course you don't. Just like you didn't know Elena. My blood freezes. I grip the phone tighter. knuckles white against the case. She asked questions too, you know. Pulled at threads. Followed trails into places she shouldn't have gone. Who is this? Someone who remembers what happens to people who interfere. Someone who watched your wife learn that lesson. The line goes dead. I stand there, phone pressed to my ear, listening to nothing. They know. The quorum knows. For 3 years I've hunted in the shadows, thought myself invisible, a ghost in their machine. But ghosts don't bleed, and they're about to remind me. I still do. I set down the phone, walk to the window. The city glitters below. 1,000,000 lights. 1,000,000 people sleeping. None of them know what's coming. Neither do I. Across town. Ashmore Central Precinct. Evidence Room. Detective Miriam Cross. Major crimes. 8 months on this case. She's smart, methodical. Doesn't chase headlines. Chases patterns. The kind of cop I used to work with. The kind that doesn't stop. She's surrounded by case files tonight. Port District, financial crimes, assault with a deadly weapon. My work. Spread across her table like a puzzle. She's found the shell companies, traced them back 3 layers. One more, and she'll find the courthouse. The summons cards. She's analyzing the paper, the ink, the handwriting. I watch her sometimes, from the rooftops across the street. She works late, like I do. Different reasons, same exhaustion. There's a photo on her desk, a teenager. Her daughter, maybe. Someone she goes home to. I used to have that. Right now, she's looking at something. Someone. Marcus Ashford, former chief ADA, foundation director, widower, philanthropist, prime suspect. She doesn't have enough yet, but she's getting closer. Every night, every file. I have a choice to make. Stop. Let the guilty walk. Let the system grind on. Or be ready when she comes. Outside, thunder rolls. Storm's been building all night. Over the city, 1,000,000 lights, 1,000,000 lives. None of them know what's coming. A war between justice and law. Neither do I. But I'm ready to find out.